Hi everyone, Cindy Squirrel here. Well, about a month ago, I got a cold. It was just a cold. The grandkids gave it to me when they came up to help me move. It went through all of them, their mom, and then just before they left, they gave it to me. But when I get a cold, I'm not over it in 3 days. I'm not over it in 4 days. The cold part is gone, the runny nose, the headache, or whatever, but the cough. I can have the cough for 2 or 3 months. And it gets a little aggravating. Every time I lay down in bed, I cough and cough and cough and cough and trying to get it up. So, I'm going to try something new. Cough medicine doesn't work, so I don't even bother taking it. For me, anyways, because I can't take any kind of medication. So, I'm going to try something natural, something our grandmothers did, our great grandmothers did, and something that's just been lost through the ages, pharmaceutical age. So I'll show you what it is. Okay, starts with an onion. And you know how I cut an onion. I cut it in half, leave one end on, cut the other off, and then peel it. Oh, this one's going to make me cry because it's been a month now here and still no fridge has arrived. And if I always put my onions in the fridge. You don't cry as much if you put the onions in the fridge. Not sure why. Maybe the juices don't spray as much, but anyways. And then it seems they don't peel as well when they're warm either. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chop up this onion. Back in a flash. So maybe you don't remember me cutting up an onion, but if you make a whole bunch of little slits, and remember this is going to hold it all together. So just chop it all this way. And then go like that. Look at how many cuts of the onion you just made with just a few strokes of the knife. Okay, my favorite thing, a mason jar. Put this onion in a mason jar. And you're thinking, what has this got to do with coughing? Well, I won't be doing anything with this for, not tomorrow probably, maybe a little bit tomorrow, but anyways, mason jar, half a cup of sugar. This was a small onion, so maybe I won't put as much sugar in there. How does that look? Doesn't that look yummy? Now this is going to be about the same as for all you canners out there when you add salt to your tomatoes and your onions. That salt, and in this case sugar, is going to extract the onion juice. So we'll just leave that there and we'll see what it looks like in 24 hours or 12 or whatever. See if there is any juice for me to drink out of the bottle. Hope this works. Well, it's been a few days and just look at all the liquid that's in the bottom there. And I have taken it morning, noon, and night for the last 3 or 4 days, I think. So here we go. I just been pouring out the liquid to get a teaspoonful. You know what? That's the best tasting cough medicine I've ever tasted. It doesn't taste like piney nose. It tastes like onions, sugar. Now, I haven't had any coughing fits during the night. I only cough as soon as I get into bed. I always figured it's because when you're up all day, all the mucus and that down at the bottom of your lungs, and then when you lay down, it falls off your lungs. That's my theory. Not a doctor. or a nurse. And then I cough, and then I'm fine. But I haven't had it woke up to any coughing fits, haven't had any coughing fits during the day. So either the cold has run its course and I would have been like this anyways, or this works. Now, just a little history is I have had pneumonia or walking pneumonia, which is called atypical pneumonia, so many times I can't even count how many times. So for me to get pneumonia is nothing. It's wonderful when you're a sickie your whole life, but I think this works because remember I told you about the onion. Like when I cook anything that has an onion in it and it calls for a medium onion, I use a large onion and I cut it in half, and then I leave the other half of the onion on the counter. And onions absorb stuff out of the air. And whenever there's a cold around, I put an onion on the counter and it absorbs the cold. That's what I've always done. It might be an old wives' tale, but that's why you're never supposed to use an onion a second time. Like if you used half of it and you let it sit there for a while, you're never supposed to eat that other half of the onion because it has absorbed whatever's in the air. So anyways, that's my tip, and I think it's going to work. I'm going to try that the next time I have a cold, and we'll see. Anywho, love you all, and take care of yourself and each other.